now as they get set to begin another possession. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
Back to it after the pick six. Cousins. And this one complete to Reed. And all the way down to the 26. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. Cousins now. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
In today's football, where receivers break tackles, make people miss, get upfield for the extra yardage, when you see a play like that where it's caught and he's dropped on the spot, that's a big-time play by the defense.
Throwing is Cousins. And he will avoid the contact as he slides to a stop. It's a good gain of 11, sets him up 1st and goal. Now Cousins. Forced out to his left. And he is going to go down. Back at the 11-yard line. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. And Hopkins' kick is good. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. And a short kick, taking it about the 16. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. Now the Redskins offense, they get set to go back to work here. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there.
But this is going to do that?
I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down. Well, with that incompletion, a chance to discuss the Pro Bowl happened January 28th, just a few miles from your house there in Orlando.
Yeah, how about that? A lot of excitement, a lot of enthusiasm for the Pro Bowl. You do hear the critics talk about it, but for a lot of NFL fans, closest they're going to get to an NFL game. They love to go to this one, support their team, of course, support the league. It's a lot of fun for them. Even though it rained during the game this time, fans still had a good time.
AFC won, second consecutive year. In the second year it's been held in Orlando after all those years in Hawaii. I'm still getting adjusted to that.
Yeah, I think we all are. The players are. But those with families, they're having a great time bringing them to all the things that you can get in the Orlando area for your kids.
Crowder's got it over the middle. 17 yards on the pickup there and also a first down. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on third down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a first down.
And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 17 yards on the pickup there. The drive will continue. It's a first down. And now the Giants will stop play as they take a timeout defensively. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
It's real easy to say this running game needs to be better, but the reality is they've been given little time to actually find a place to run the football. It's almost like the defense is there on the handoff.
His throw caught at about the 5. And he doesn't quite make it. They do stop him, but he gets it all the way down to the 1. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll actually lose a little bit of yardage here. Back to the 2. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
Well, it's been the air game that's taken them down on this drive before they finally turned around and handed it off on the last play.
And now they're looking for the big boys to get him in the end zone. Couldn't do it there.
It'll be interesting to see. Offensive lines had to pass block a lot on this drive. Will they be able to revert and fire out and create some space in the run game?
On the ground, it's Thompson. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Washington. Chris Thompson taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Redskins are able to close the gap just a bit. And this is up and good. That'll make it a score now of 24-10. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And that one carries out of the side of the end zone here. So it's a touchback and bring it out to the 25. Here's the Giants offense now getting set to start the third quarter. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? I mean, they score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, in fact, you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
It's still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out, and by a few inches, that'll be a first down. First down and 10 now for the offensive group.
Watch it now, Barney, Barney, set, green 39, green 39.
They'll run again now with Darquan. They'll be dropped shy of the 40 despite powering through the tackle. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be second and 6.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out. But a running game can really benefit your team right now.
See if they stay on the ground for second down.
Set, 319, 319. Gun, gun.
Here's Darkwa. Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40. The Giants on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5.
Green 39. Green 39.
And the slot man goes in motion left.
No. Check. Patriot. Gun. Hey, check 24. Watch 24. Gun.
Play clock winding down. Now Webb. Dancing to his left. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Ryan Kerrigan coming in to drop him for a loss of 8, and it'll be 4th down. Here's Brad Wing now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the 3rd. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. A look at Washington as they come onto the field. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
Defense showing blitz. They run it here with Thompson. And some room to maneuver. And now nothing but green ahead of him. 30. Past the 20. Touchdown, Washington. Chris Thompson, 78 yards. And the Redskins have made this a one-score game. Well, this offense only mustered 3 points in the first half on that field goal. They picked up the pace now. 2 third-quarter touchdowns.
Hey, you remember that appearance we had last week in front of that crowd, and they asked about halftime adjustments and all that was going on, and remember what I said. It's not always an adjustment at halftime. Sometimes just remembering the game plan and playing better, tuning it up and just working through it methodically. They got it done in this case.
Of course, I'll always remember that appearance because I had on a brown belt with black shoes, and you pointed that out in front of the crowd. So thanks for that.
I said that out loud?
You did.
My bad.
New York set to take the field. Certainly want to avoid what they had to do last possession. That was punt the football because this game's starting to tighten up.
In a basketball sense, you'd think about taking a little bit of the air out of the ball, right? Maybe milk some clock, limit the possessions. In this case, they might want to do the same thing but control the game offensively. Put together some first downs, put together a drive, and keep it away from them.
It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets them to 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
To throw on 2nd down, here's Webb, escaping the pressure right. He can't avoid the pressure. Redskins get there. Preston Smith from his outside linebacker spot. He comes up to drop him for a loss of 10. What will Webb try to do here after the sack as he brings his guys up 3rd and long?
All right, here we go. Blue 90. Blue 90. All right, now, lucky 56.
The play clock's running down. Throwing on 3rd and long. Webb, he'll let it go deep for Beckham. And that one incomplete. They try to sneak in a deep ball with the clock running down, but to no avail as time will expire on this 3rd quarter of play. Here's Brad Wing now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And he gets it away, and it's a laser headed for the sidelines. That one sails out of bounds. The side judge will walk it off. And he says it went out of bounds at the 9-yard line. Nice punt. So out now come the Redskins. And they hit the home run last drive. One play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense, maybe they're expecting a run here.
Partner, I love your description because when we talk about hitting the home run, we're usually thinking about a passing play, aren't we? Something in the air, deep ball. But how about them just taking it big-time jaunt? Now if you're coming back out, now they've established this run game, the play-action pass could very well be open.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
Well, Brandon, he's had a great day, and sometimes that just happens. It is the NFL. They will make some plays against you.
So now 11 yards to go for this offensive unit. It's second down. Now Cousins. And he's going to go down right near the goal line. The officials look at each other. They're going to mark him at the 1-yard line. B.J. Goodson leading the surge there. He drops him for a loss of 6. Cousins with work to do after the sack as he brings his guys up on a 3rd and long. The slot man in motion right. Cousins from his end zone on 3rd down. And he is out of bounds, able to get it across the 20-yard line. A good pickup there of 20 yards. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me. I'm going to keep firing.
Cousins. And he finds the tight end, Reed. And it's a fumble. Second down now after the pass completion. Shift together here from the D-line. To throw, Cousins. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off at the 35.
All right, Brandon. Normally when you hear about guys making 2 interceptions in the game, you think must be a free safety, maybe a corner. How about getting 2 picks out of one of your linebackers? Again, he's just in the right place at the right time, and that's another great play to come away with the football.
Really nice starting field position here for the offensive unit. Now they'll run it on the toss. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
I like that run right there, partner. Not the flashiest run, not the one that's going to break for big yardage, but he understands the situation, and taking care of the football, paramount, and he got it done.
Nursing that slim lead, you're exactly right. Hold on to that ball.
Now let's go. Green 39. Green 39. No. Check. Patriot. Over.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage.
Now, obviously, that's some good work there defensively, being able to stop them and bringing up a key 3rd down. But if you're on the offensive side of the ball, there's an opportunity, because I know what defensive guys are thinking right now. Just stop them, get to the ball. That means they might not be sound defensively. There could be some opportunities.
And you said key 3rd down. Highlight that word. Put it in bold. Here we go. Now a first carry here for Shane Vereen. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue.
I like a guy who understands the situation. I also like a guy who you look at him and you say, that looks like a guy who knows the coach is going to say, guess what? You drop this one, you'll be carrying around the training facility for an entire week.
Maybe flashback to high school or college, carrying it around campus, right?
The old gauntlet drill, right? Anyone get the ball out while he's sitting in class and bring it back to the coach? He's in big trouble.
A give to the fullback on the dive. And he'll be taken down near the 20 at the 21. And now we're going to get a timeout called by the Redskin defense. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter.
Back 99 Philly, here we go. Back 99 Philly, here we go. Let's go. 3,
Looks like the defense in press coverage here. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he's going to get this one down inside the 15. The Redskins looking for another timeout, and they get it. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this fourth quarter. This is 3rd and 2. Maybe the biggest play in this football game.
Now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Here we go. Blue 90. Blue 90. No. Check. Patriot. Check. Here we go now. 3-19.
Now Marshall coming in motion right. And he'll give it here to his running back. And this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage back at the 17. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And that'll bring up 4th down. And Rosas puts this one through. And that will extend their lead even further. So his second field goal of the game, and that could turn out to be the big one.
Yeah, you have to make them score twice to beat you, and that's not impossible. But here in the fourth quarter, puts their backs clearly against the wall.
After the field goal, here's Rosas to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Redskins offense now, they get set to take over here. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Landon Collins. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line.
Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games, and now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
And a great spot to start this drive from here.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. All right, now, lucky 56. Here we go now. Green, Leopard. Let's go. Green. All right, now, lucky 56. Let's go. Leopard.
Here's Perkins on first down. He winds up getting only a couple there, down to the 29. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
And after the play on the ground, that brings up 2nd down here. They'll need to get the play off quickly. A first carry for the Clemson man, Wayne Gallman. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play as we have reached the 2-minute warning. Time for a break. We'll come back to wrap this one up after this. The Giants on 3rd down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. This is 3rd and 8.
All right, here we go. Boom, landed.
On the run, here's Vereen. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down.
One of the things I love about this game is there's a match of wits throughout the game. Who's going to get the advantage? Who's going to catch someone off guard? I feel like the offense thought they might catch the defense off balance with that play call, but unfortunately, that didn't work for them.
So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. And this will be a 45-yard attempt. And now with the play clock winding down, Ben back and who's going to call the timeout as they stop it prior to what will be an important 4th down. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. And this will be a 45-yard attempt. And this one is right down Broadway. And that will extend their lead even further. So they settle for just the 3 there, but clearly anything helps when you're trying to salt one away here in the 4th.
Without a doubt, I think a touchdown would have been the final nail. But 3 does give them some breathing room and lets them build up a little cushion.
After the field goal, here's Rosas to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Out comes Washington's offense as they get set to take over here. And last time, 1 play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one. Obviously, this has not been a banner game throwing the football. So what you got to do, you got to kind of down focus, don't you think? Find the tight end, take some easier completions.
The interception last drive. There he hits the reliable target. 3 yards remaining here on 2nd down. Throwing, Cousins. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Damon Harrison in there to drop him as the clock continues to roll. The Redskins on 3rd down. They've been near perfect, 4 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 9. From the shotgun, it's Cousins. He finds his target. It's Crowder. And he's going to have a 1st down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. He goes for 18 there as the drive will continue. Here's Cousins. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Janoris Jenkins. And the return just out across the 15 to the 16-yard line. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran a wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It could be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy throwing them.
And, Charles, I think when the schedule comes out, all teams, no matter where they're predicted to finish, talk about protecting your home turf. They were able to do that here in this one.
Similar to a tennis match, right? Not letting them break your serve. That way you hold on to it. They got it done, and they feel very good about that victory.